CrossfireX is definitely something to keep your eye on for 2022. So Crossfire is a huge first-person shooter on PC, it's a huge smash hit, and it's coming to the West in February. So as well as the free-to-play multiplayer mode, the developers Smilegate, they've teamed up with Remedy of Alan Wake and Control fame to produce a single-player campaign for CrossfireX. Well, the original Crossfire is massive in Asian markets, with hundreds of millions of players, making it one of the most played games of all time. So the success has been driven by the free-to-play multiplayer mode, so it's going to be interesting to see what Remedy have come up with regarding the single-player campaign. I would expect a lot of high-octane action with a sprinkle of the strange, and maybe also the supernatural too, which Remedy are known for. It's certainly a tantalising partnership, and if CrossfireX can have a fraction of the success here, as it does in Asia, this one is going to be hugely popular. Well, first of all, let's have a look at what is CrossfireX. So CrossfireX is the sequel to the original Crossfire, and this is a new version that's going to be bigger and better than ever. It's also going to be optimised for the Xbox Series S and X, and it's going to be taking advantage of the new hardware. Well, this one was revealed back at E3 in 2019, along with the surprising announcement that Remedy were involved. So back then, Remedy had just come off the hugely successful Control, which many touted as their Game of the Year for 2018. So Remedy are really well known for their single-player games, like Alan Wake and Control, plus they've got their upcoming Alan Wake 2, and it really looks like Remedy have been busy since the release of Control, and it's going to be interesting to see their imprint on CrossfireX. So Crossfire's multiplayer and single-player are going to be slightly separate from each other in a similar way to Halo Infinite, so CrossfireX also has been delayed a few times, most likely due to COVID, plus you've got the global collaboration going with Smilegate based in China, Remedy based in Finland, and Xbox Publishing are mostly based in the US. It was slated as a launch title for the Xbox Series S and X, however it has been pushed back a few times, but it was confirmed at the Game Awards in 2021. The release date is scheduled for February the 10th, 2022 on the Xbox Series S and X. So it's not coming to Game Pass given the multiplayer is free to play, and you'll most likely be able to download this through the Microsoft Store, much like other free to play games like Fortnite, Warzone and also Destiny 2. Well, next up, let's have a look at the multiplayer. So players join one of two teams, either Global Risk or the Blacklist. And in regards to the gameplay, CrossfireX is similar to CSGO or Valorant. So it's going to be a tactical shooter with a fast time to kill. So there's a huge selection of weapons and gear, and given it's free to play, I'd imagine there's going to be a whole host of microtransactions to go along with that. So you can also play as legendary mercenaries, and these are powerful operatives with unique abilities. And if you perform well in matches, then you get the opportunity to play as these mercs, so there's plenty of incentives to have a good game. Well, CrossfireX has a tactical growth system where you've got some in-game mechanics to allow you to evolve over the series of matches. And we don't really know a lot about the customization or monetization at the moment. We do know that you can customize the look and feel of operatives, but we don't really know much about the microtransactions yet, but I would imagine we'll have something similar to Halo Infinite, Fortnite and Warzone when it comes to a battle pass and other progression. Well, next up, let's have a look at the single player campaign. So we don't really know too much about the single player campaign, other than it's going to be a look at the faction rivalry with Global Risk and also the Blacklist, the two competing factions from PvP. The campaign itself will be split into two halves, so you've got Operation Catalyst and the Operation Spectre, where we're going to have unique perspectives from each side of the war. So I've mentioned Remedy a few times, but having them as the developers of the main campaign has me really excited. You know, recent campaigns in the first-person shooter space have been a little bit lackluster with Call of Duty Vanguard, for example, and I've got a high hope for what Remedy can do with the CrossfireX brand. So this game isn't coming to PlayStation or PC at the moment, however, given its success in the East on PC, I would imagine it will come to PC after the exclusivity window elapses. So CrossfireX is scheduled for release on the Xbox Series S and X on February the 10th, 2022. Well, that is it for a look ahead to CrossfireX. Really exciting stuff. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again. I'll see you soon.